say that all the time when people are coming out here. I always say I'm very excited about our next guest, but I want you to know something. The majority of the time, I'm lying. This is not one of those times. This is a time where I'm actually telling the truth. Why? Because literally these two ladies are the lead actresses in one of my favorite episodes of Supernatural ever done. And they're delightful people, and we're so lucky to have them. Please, put your hands together for Joy Regullano and Katie Sarife. Yes, the two of them walking on the stage, just the two of them. Katie and Joy. Oh, there are two of them sitting on their stools, just the two of them. Joy and Katie. Ladies, so excited to have you in Chicago.
So excited to be here. Hi.
Yeah, this is awesome. We're going to leave you to it. Have a good time.
Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joy and Katie.
Hello. How you guys doing? What? I'm sorry, what? Just kidding, I had to do that. You know, whenever you have a mic and there's a crowd, you gotta. Anywho.
Alright.
Well, yeah, how does this work?
So honest.
So, any questions? Any takers?
There's people lined up on the side.
Just kidding, okay. Where's the line stuff?
The other side.
Oh. No, I don't see anyone.
I could start with a warm-up story.
Yeah,
So when Katie and I were on the plane to Vancouver, I don't think we knew. Yeah, I don't think we knew that that was the other actor. But then we figured it out, and then I was reading Mindy Kaling's book. My friend had lent it to me, and then Katie accidentally spilled drink on my book. But it was perfect because my friend didn't even need the book back anyway. So
That's nice. And what a very Katie entrance to just spill all over people. Yeah, that was fun. And then I remember rapping on set too. Do you remember that?
I rapped earlier than everyone else.
No, I meant like rapping. Like
rapping.
like in between takes, but that too. I mean, we definitely rapped. But yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, super fun. I think there's
Yeah.
people now.
Okay, cool.
I was wondering about your audition process. Like, when you auditioned for the episode, did they tell you you were gonna sing, and did they kind of tell you it was gonna be like meta? Had you seen Supernatural before? That kind of stuff.
Okay, so my ex-boyfriend, who I'm still best friends with, fortunately, he was a huge Supernatural fan, and so I'd heard about the show through him, thankfully. And then he also is the one who even showed me the song "Carry On" where it's on. He was like, "You wouldn't have known that song if it wasn't for me." I was like, okay, "Thank you." But yeah, no. So I knew a little bit about it, and I got the audition, and he was very excited. I was too. And yeah, no, they did tell me that I had to sing. I think the initial round was singing. It was the casting director of Glee as well. So you're going in and singing for him, you're like a little bit intimidated. But yeah, no, so we passed the singing round, and then the audition process was great. I loved it. Everyone was so nice, so friendly. Just overall a really great experience. And I loved my character.
My audition breakdown said this character might go to conventions. I was really excited. It said it was going to shoot in Vancouver. I was like, I want to shoot in Vancouver. And then it said deadpan like Aubrey Plaza. I'm like, that's the two things I do as an actor. I like either deadpan and annoying or mean, and then nice and shy and awkward. So those are the two things I do. And then I had also auditioned for this casting office 10 times, and for Glee and Supernatural. And then I had the first thing I read for Supernatural was K-Tran. At that time, the role was K-Tran, and I think eventually it became Kevin. But they liked my audition, and they brought me in. They're like, we passed someone out of Vancouver, but we liked you. So they kept bringing me in. And then it was really exciting to finally get this. And my role didn't sing, so I didn't have to sing for that. Yeah.
But yeah, it was really fun. And I feel like our energies played off of each other really nicely. Yeah, all the girls were amazing to work with. But it was a fun audition experience.
Yeah, the first round was like just like in the room, and then the second round was in front of a bunch of producers and stuff. So that was a little scary, but it was fun. So, yeah.
Hi. In your great episode, did you ever see any of the plot or the ending going a different way, or would you want it to go a different way than it did?
I didn't see it really. I mean, I loved the way that it went. I think it was a beautiful episode. Yeah, I love what they did with it. So I don't think I really saw it going another way. I was very satisfied with it.
Yeah, same. The only thing I would have wanted is to have come back. That's all.
Yeah, fair. Could we have left it a little more open-ended for Marie and Maeve to somehow come back?
Could we
fighting
have
demons?
joined their team?
Could we later come back in college and be like demon hunters?
Yeah,
as
college.
well?
Yeah, college musical. That would have been great.
Right. Who knows? Off Broadway. Thank you for your question.
You have some on the other side too.
Oh, there's two sides.
Yes.
Okay.
So I know you played this serious character who told Sam to keep his hands off the keyboard. I want to know, while filming, was that actually Sam, or was that just Jared just messing all around? Was he actually in character, or did you have to keep telling him to?
Oh yeah, no, that was in
Real
the
life.
script. That was actually one of the audition scenes, but it was fun, like telling a grown man like what to do. It was very fun, and to be mean to him and stuff. And in life, I'm like very small, and also like and also non-threatening and Asian too. So, but then and then Jared is like 6'15", So.
Hi. I was wondering if you guys had like any like special memories or special like from the set that you guys remember.
Special, what was that? Memories?
Memories.
Oh.
Well, I've been starting them, so you go.
Well, it was really fun with all the other girls. A lot of them were local from Vancouver, and then we just like, hey, we had brunch.
We did.
Yeah.
I just saw that picture the other day of all of us at brunch. Looked like I'm like 10.
Yeah, it was before we started shooting, so we got to meet everybody before we started, and that was really fun. And then, Phil sent up the director. He sent us like maybe 5 to 8 episodes to watch in advance, so we could research and we could know like what this was referencing. So that was cool to catch up.
And then at the brunch, we got those the 200th episode pins, right? And
Yeah.
you got a Samulet too, right?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are cool. I meant to bring mine. I forgot it. It was so cool.
And they had a betting pool every Friday.
Yeah.
But then it was like low key, like trying not to win, because then you come in like just for a couple weeks and then you win this big pot and everybody's like, what the heck? So.
Great, the newbie wins.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to think. So, yeah, a lot of memories from that. But one that I love. Well, first getting there was really cool because you just instantly feel welcomed into this family. I remember both of us talking about that and being like, wow, it feels like, we're almost joining them on day one, just how welcoming everyone was. I remember, and then Jensen and Jared are from Texas, so we had some good talks about that, because I am as well. And then I learned a cool trick from Jensen, and it was how to cross my eyes and move just one. And and so I've kind of kept that skill with me. And I feel much cooler now because of it. And that's a memory.
Oh, I remember the memory with when we were just like chit-chatting with Jared for one of the scenes, and then he said, oh, I got this job, and then Katie was like, oh, as a server? And then Jared was like, no, but for Gilmore Girls.
And I was like, right. He was talking about how he got a job right when he got to LA, and I was like, oh, that's cool. What restaurant did you work at? God. I love that you remembered it too. That's how cringy it was. Yeah. Hi.
Other end.
Other end.
I swore that was you. Okay, hi.
Hi. So my question is, what is your favorite horror movie?
horror movie?
If you don't say one of mine, I'm gonna kill you. I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so first Katie's movie said Holy River. And then the next Get Out, is that horror? Does that count?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Mine is probably The Shining. Yeah, it's so good. Just yeah, I don't know. It's eerie. I love the performances. Horror's just really fun. I think it's really cool to I've gotten to work in horror as well, and the behind the scenes of it is really fun to see how it kind of all comes together. So now when I watch it, I've learned not to pee my pants while watching horror by just being like, it's a prop. That's blood. That blood is makeup. Yeah. That wasn't the question, but
Hi. I was gonna ask, for fanfiction, you guys kind of play more of a side character, so I was wondering, in general, do you prefer playing the hero or the villain?
Villain.
Yeah, you get more personality. I like playing the funny side character that has 7 lines, and everyone's like, when's that character coming back? Like, every line you have is gold. So that's always fun.
That's amazing. Yeah, you don't have like the pressure of carrying the whole thing.
Yeah, I can kind of do my one funny thing and then do it again.
No, I think the villain's fun because it's very freeing, and they typically their flaws are shown a bit more, but it's fun to, acting geek side of it, justify and see their perspective, even if you ultimately disagree with it. But yeah, it's just fun. Good question.
Hey, I was wondering if you have any strong opinions about things that don't actually matter, like pineapples on pizza.
Oh.
No, I'm not a pineapple on pizza person. I can do it, but I'm not big on it.
I think mushrooms are hairy and gross. Thank you for that. I think mustard is unnecessary. Like,
Hey, personally offended by that.
I'm like, do I
Yeah,
have,
I was like, keep going. This is great.
do I have any other strong opinions?
I love that. I don't know. My God. Like, if you ask me a question, I can tell you my opinion, but off the top of my head, weird ones? No.
I don't like Sharpie on paper.
Don't.
It just.
I'm sitting here trying to think. I'm like,
Well, while you're vamping, or I thought of one more memory. It was so there's a scene that got cut, but it was a scene where we were in the library and we were thinking of clues or researching or something like that, and then I had improvised this line. I think maybe Jared's character was asking me questions, and then my parents had this saying look with your eyes, not with your mouth. So I improvised that line, and I think I was hoping it would make it in, but that whole scene ended up being cut. But that was a fun one.
yeah, that was. I put mustard on my burritos. Sorry.
Oh my god, mustard on burritos? What?
Sometimes. And hot sauce and everything.
Okay,
But I do remember that memory. Yeah, that's it. I don't know, I'm so weird, guys. Hi.
I think there's somebody over there.
Okay. Next question.
Hi, my question's for Katie. I'm from Cleveland, so I'm wondering about the Cleveland Abduction movie and how that experience was.
Honest? Okay. Nothing against Cleveland, but I didn't like my experience there because of the content, and it was gloomy, and it was rainy, and we were in the place where this actually happened. So for those of you, who don't know, Cleveland Abduction was this film I did. It was a Lifetime film, but it was based on a true story about these 3 girls who were kidnapped in this guy's basement for about 10 years. And so I played one of the girls, Gina de Jesus, and so we filmed that in Cleveland. And like I said, I didn't get to experience Cleveland too much, but my experience there was gloomy, rainy, the content, everything like that. The question was, how was my experience? Yeah, overall though, I think it was, as an actor, very fun and satisfying because it was really challenging to get into. It's really heavy stuff, but I prefer stuff that takes a lot of delving into and digging deep within the soul, which you definitely have to do for that. But the cast was all really great. Karen and Sammy were really great to work with. Yeah, I loved it.
Another strong opinion, I love Applebee's and chain restaurants. They're really, they're comforting, you know what you're gonna get, like they're consistent.
We're just gonna
Hi. So as an aspiring actress, I just wanted to know if there's any like tips on getting started in the industry.
You know, I always say, like, I don't know if you've already taken classes, but I love classes. I'm a good Asian, I believe in education. And so, you know, just getting out there and learning, classes like so safe, you get to meet a lot of people. And you can even, like, sometimes people, like, think they want to do one thing in the industry, but then they find, like, some other pocket of the industry. So even just that, like, trying to get, like, learn different parts of it. And then just auditioning for things, like, even if it's just like student films, plays, like just getting out there and working as much as you can.
Yeah, I agree. I think classes are super important in education. Persistence is key, and passion. You have to really, really love it, because you're gonna hear no a million times more than you're gonna hear yes. But if you love it, that yes is gonna be so much sweeter, and you know, it's gonna get you through all the times in between when you're not working and when you're working. But yeah, it's super fun and worth it if it's a passion of yours. But definitely study, definitely do the work. And
Yeah.
good luck to you.
Yes, good luck. And then you didn't ask about writing, but I got rejected from my screenwriting class 6 times at UC Berkeley, and also I got rejected from playwriting once. And I got rejected from transferring to UCLA Film School. And I've been a working TV writer like 3 times. So you know what I mean? Like, you get rejected so much, but it doesn't mean anything, because you know, you'll still get stuff down the road that are meant for you. So.
Absolutely.
Hi, I'm Jordan, aka Chicon Baby. My question is for Katie. Me and my niece, Destiny, were big fans of the Conjuring Annabelle universe, and my niece really loves Patrick Wilson. Did you get to meet him at all when filming?
I did. He's so sweet. Vera and Patrick were so nice, and he's got like we had a couple scenes together, which was great, and he's got a lovely singing voice. Obviously, he was in Phantom of the Opera. So good, right? No, but yeah, I did get to meet him. They were really, really lovely people, and everyone that's worked with them has nothing but great things to say. And then their relationship together was great. They had great chemistry, Vera and Patrick. Yeah. But say hi to your niece for me.
Hi, I'm born and raised from Flint, Michigan, so fan fiction was definitely one of my favorites. And I was just wondering, do you guys, before you do a role, when you find out like where it's based or anything, do you guys research, like find out anything about the cities or places where you're gonna go?
Oh, the places, the cities.
I should. I don't know if I did in that case, but I definitely, speaking of doing the work, that is something I should do more of.
Yeah, I mean, for the story, it probably depends on how relevant the city or the place is to the story. But as far as like looking up the city that we're gonna film in, yeah. I have to look up all the vegan spots and everything. I'm like, I'm gonna hit this place up and this place up. And then it's fun to learn the history of wherever you go as well. But yeah.
Hi, my name is Erin, and my question is, so you said for prepping for the show, they sent you, would you say like 5 or 8 episodes to watch? But the title of it is fan fiction, and in the actual show, they talk about exploring Destiel in the second half. So I just wanted to know, did you also have to look up what the heck is Destiel and Sastiel, and so that you can kind of get that context, like read some fan fiction?
Yeah. Phil talked us through some of it, and then looking up some of it, and then I used to be. I really did. I was a fangirl too. Like I don't know if anybody ever used to watch Invader Zim or like Danny Phantom, Really Odd Parents. Yeah. So I had an Invader Zim fan site on GeoCities, and I was Invader Yodge, which is joy backwards, Yeah, and I used to do fan art, and it was like back in the day, I would like hold up my tape recorder to our TV and record voice bites of like, I'll put bacon in the soap, that was Gurr. And then I'd like record that, and then I'd play it into my microphone that I had plugged into the USB so I could upload it to my website. So I related a lot to that stuff. And then I was a fan of Really Odd Parents, and then my first industry job was interning for Really Odd Parents at Nickelodeon. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I used to watch your show when I was 10, and now I'm here interning, and they're like, never tell us that, you made us feel really old. So I was like, oh, I've been a fangirl, I am a fangirl, I understand this. And then it was also kind of impressed upon us too of like, these are like we're representing the fans, so we kind of felt the responsibility too of like, yeah, like we're like really smart, real people who like just have a passion, you know. So yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that was really, really cool to know that like we were getting to represent everybody, but then with that came a lot of pressure. And I forget who it was who said it, but someone was like, they're either gonna love you or they're gonna hate you. And I was like, okay, cool, no pressure. All I can do is do the best I can. So thankfully you guys loved and supported it, and it went well. So yeah, but it was fun.
Yeah, definitely. We had to learn what a Sam girl and a Dean girl was. I'm like, oh, I think I'm a Dean girl. Yeah.
I definitely, yeah. I agreed with Maria. I was a Sam girl. Yeah. Go Sam girls.
For me, it was a hair thing, I think.
All right, hi. I'm also a Dean girl, just for the record. But my question for you is very serious. So I need to know, would you rather go 24 hours without your phone and any technology or anything like that for 24 hours, or would you rather go 24 days with no human contact?
Oh my gosh.
24 hours without phone or 24 days without human contact?
Yes, so 24 hours without any technology. So like you have 24 hours where you can't contact anybody, you can't go on any social media or anything, or 24 days without human contact, but you can be on your phone and contact them digitally.
Yeah, I think the first thing.
Yeah, the first thing for sure.
I aspire to go to an 8-day meditation retreat, so that seems like a good warm up to that.
Okay, I'm not there, but but yeah, 24 hours I could do. Yeah.
Hi. So your characters met Sam and Dean on the show, but how do you think that they would react to meeting the real Jodie? And since she took the other young ladies on the show under her wing.
And sorry, what was the last part?
Since Jodie took the other young ladies on the show under her wing, how do you think that your characters would react to meeting Jodie?
Oh, we would have loved that. We'd die.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like anyone, but especially I think another really strong female character.
Yeah, maybe I would have played it cool, but then inside I would have been #DED. Dead.
Yeah, no, I got it. Same. Yeah, no, that would have been fun.
So, hi. So Jared and Jensen are well known to play pranks on guests and things like that. I'm just curious, did they do anything to you or that you witnessed?
I think maybe because we were playing high school girls, they felt like they couldn't do things like that with us. There was kind of a very paternal or maybe brotherly. Yeah, kind of a protective or just not creepy. You know what I mean? I think they're just trying to not be weird. Yeah, it's like with like a bunch of teen girls or people who are playing teams, it's like, oh, we don't want to be that guy, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean, they were nothing but really sweet and kind and charming, but no pranks, I don't think. Bummer.
Yeah, now I feel cheated. We could have been
No, could have
pranked.
been. Could have been. Should have been.
I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about what your reactions were when you got this script and you read the songs.
I think I heard the songs before I read the songs. I'm trying to remember. No, I would have read them first. I loved them. I thought it was really sweet, and I think it really spoke a lot about the heart of the show, and I mean, from what I know of the fandom and everything, what really touches them. Yeah, I thought the music was just lovely and great and catchy, and I didn't mind listening to it 100 times to learn it. Yeah.
I loved A Single Man Tear. I just wanted more of that song.
Right. I definitely had to be like, what are they talking about?
Yeah, it was genius, I thought. And then, of course, the cover of
John and Mary. That one?
Oh
No, Carry On.
Carry On, of course, Carry On, my favorite.
Yeah.
And then, like, oh, I guess that's another strong opinion I have. Like, I love Peter Cetera and, like, Chicago and, like, 80 songs. Like, I'm, like, the one small Asian girl in the Toto concert or Chicago concert. So I was like, I was so into the cover. It was really cool.
I thought that this scene was fun with all the props and stuff, and then her burning, and like, I was like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, and then the lights with the car.
With the car, and we were being driven, that was so fun.
Yeah, and then the lo-fi, like, you run by with the flashlights in the back to simulate.
Oh yeah.
That was really cool. I
Yeah.
guess that's how they really used to do it sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know, that was elaborate. Marie had a budget.
And I actually, in high school, I was going to be a doctor, like my parents, so I actually never did acting or musicals or anything in high school, so it kind of gave me this experience that I never had of like, oh, this is what it's like to be like a drama person in high school.
It did feel like we were in theater for a bit there, which was really, really cool. Nice little throwback. So you kind of got the experience, it's kind of accurate.
Hi, I wanted to know if you guys could be any mythical creature, what would you be?
My goodness. Do you have some options? Like,
No, I'm like, what are some?
Like a phoenix, siren, unicorn, centaur, fairies, stuff like that.
I feel like I would be one that doesn't exist. Like I would just formulate my own, make my own. It would fly, be able to teleport. It'd be cute.
I would be Nyan Cat. Does that count? You know, the cat with the rainbow and it looks like a piece of bread or something. That'd be that. Cause at first I thought Loch Ness Monster, but then that seems lonely because that's the only one, right? Or like maybe there's one more. Then Loch Ness Monster will like maybe never find love or something. So Nyan Cat.
Yeah, and then I like Falcor from the Neverending Story. He kind of reminds me of my dog, so that might be a fun one. He flies. Yeah.
Hi, this is a super random question, but you said that you didn't use Sharpies on paper. What do you use them on?
That's a good question. I guess skin. Although I guess that's probably bad for you. Cardboard, but Sharpie on cardboard is also painful for me.
It's a sound.
Yeah, it's a sound, yeah. I don't like it, it's a necessary evil.
I like the sound of like balloons when you're like,
Oh yeah, that sucks.
yeah.
I really feel you on that.
All right, hi. Katie, this question is for you. What is the most interesting, exciting, or scary part about working on and about 100?
Most interesting or what?
Or scary.
Or scary. Most interesting or scary? Most interesting. I just had a memory. So when I was in demon form, which was fun. Oh my gosh, you guys should have seen the first version of the demon. She was even god ugly. But anywho, so we didn't have trailers, we had rooms because we were on a soundstage. And I was in my room and I had to pee, and I left the door open, and then there was a mirror in front, and the lights were off. And I peed and I looked up and I went, what the fuck? And it was me. It was a demon. And so that was scary. And then, oh my gosh, there was a moment where they were doing a shake test, because there's a part where all the artifacts in the room shake and everything, because of Annabelle and possession and stuff. And we were supposed to walk on this path, me, McKenna, and Madison, and go from this side of the room to this side of the room. And this was the first time that they were shaking everything in the room. And thank God we did a test run, because this giant bookshelf with glass fell right where we would have landed, right when we would have landed, which was terrifying. So set safety protocols are great. But yeah, I mean, overall, that was just a blast to film. Yeah, that is all.
I was wondering about the slime at the end of the episode. How did they do that? And I think, Katie, you ended up with slime. How did they do that?
Did I have slime on me? I think I was in the clear, but I just, I remember, I was like watching the whole thing. How did they do that? I don't know, I just remember it being purple, because TV.
Yeah, was I in that scene? Oh my gosh.
You were probably on the side.
Maybe I was on the side, yeah.
My God, I should remember. I don't know. That's a good question. I want to picture it like the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, where they just like slime everybody, but I have no clue. Yeah, I just thought that part was fun though. Sorry, I don't know the details.
Hi. So I used to work at a doggy daycare, and every time I would interview new hires, I would ask them questions. So if you were any breed of dog, what kind of dog would you be?
I mean, I wish I could say Shiba Inu, but I don't think I'm that like active or cool. I have to think about that.
I mean, I feel like I'm partial to multi-poos because I have one. So probably a multi-poo because I just think they're really cute and sweet and loving and affectionate and just want to be with you all the time. And that's me with people that I like, not people that I don't like, but the ones that I do, I'm very attached. That or a husky, those are very different.
Maybe I'd be a Chihuahua because they have like big eyes and they're tiny and they're spastic. And like lots of energy and like kind of run away from you a little bit.
My best friend growing up was a hardcore Invader Zim fan, and this is a question for Joy. What was it about it that just inspired such a passionate response from you?
Oh my gosh, I don't know, it was so quirky. It felt really smart. And then, let's see, I thought the voice acting was great. I ended up, when I grew up, I got to like take voice acting class with Richard Horvitz, who's the voice of Invader Zim, and he was so good. I love Dib. I had a crush on Dib. I dressed up like Dib in 7th grade or something like that for Halloween. I thought he was like super cute. I loved Gaz. I like thought she was like my spirit animal because she's like kind of gothy. So I like shopped at Hot Topic too, and I like still do. And then yes, and then what else? I thought the writing was so different from like a lot of Nickelodeon stuff at that time. Like I feel like they really took a chance with Jonan Vasquez. I'm like dropping all this random other fandom knowledge on you, but Jonan Vasquez, like he was like he wrote this cartoon or this comic called Johnny the Homicidal Maniac or something, and Nickelodeon was like, that guy, we want that guy to develop a series for us. But it felt so different, and the like art was so cool and like beautiful. I love the colors, and it was so unique from anything else that was on Nickelodeon at that time. Yeah. Yeah, I also like Danny from Danny Phantom. My junk email address is Joy Fenton. Oh my
I have a crush on Doug Funny. Doug Funny and Hey Arnold, but also Aladdin.
Oh,
So that
Aladdin,
one's
yeah.
like, okay, I can get that. But like, Doug Funny?
Hi. So obviously at the end of your episode, there was a surprise guest at the very, very end. Did they let you know any of the meeting? Or are you like, why is this guy behind an umbrella? During the, so that the fans who were there couldn't see him? Like, what's the?
Oh yeah, we had to wear like I forgot about that. We had to wear like things that hit us because they were fans that were like came to the school to watch us film and stuff.
How it was really cool. We met some with like the little Sam and Dean dolls. So
Yeah.
that was really fun. We had to walk around with umbrellas as well, but yeah, they were very protective of the call sheet and stuff. No, we were told the importance of it and who Chuck represents. And,
Yeah, one of the episodes we were assigned to watch had him in it.
Yeah.
And it kind of explained the backstory, and it was in the script, so we knew it was going to happen. But it was really cool, and it definitely was sad that like we only got to act with him for one line.
He was so kind, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely really cool to like. It was like the longest job I had worked on at that time. So it was really cool to like see, veterans. It's like, oh, people have been doing this role for like 10 years. Like it was just like cool to see them snap into it so quickly and to see how they worked and how they engaged with the characters and the material and stuff. It's like a master class in acting for me.
Yeah. And a lot of the crew was like the same from season 1, which is kind of, I feel, unheard of, and that just shows how familial it was. And
yeah, a well-oiled machine that way
yeah.
that things were run.
Oh yeah, everyone's so cool.
Hi. I have a super basic question. What was your favorite and least favorite scenes to shoot from your episode of Supernatural?
Ooh. Huh. Favorite? I don't know. Maybe it was like the big musical stuff, like the stuff on stage, because it was like all of us, all the girls were there, and we were all in together making a musical, and that was really fun and ensemble-y. But it was also really fun to shoot just like the 2-on-2 scenes with and the 1-on-1 scenes with like Jared and Jensen and with Katie and stuff. Maybe my least favorite scene was like the scene where we had to laugh. Because I'm not that great at like fake laughing.
That's a thing. I feel like fake laughing can be harder than crying.
Yeah.
I used to look like I was in pain whenever I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember, one of the directions I got, like, because I was having fun being like very mean and deadpan, and then I think one of the directions I got was like, well, they're still adults and they're still authority figures, so like you got to tone it down a little bit. So I was like kind of finding the balance too between that.
Yeah. I loved comedically. I loved the scene where Jensen's asking about everything that's going on, and I'm talking about like the fandom and Destiel and how you can't spell subtext without SEX, and that was a really fun one.
Oh yeah, and then when they called them old, right?
I loved that. Yeah. That was really fun because I feel like that was when they were really in their own, and I don't know. It was a good scene to like. We got to play off of each other and also got to act with them, which was really cool.
Yeah, and then also that scene where Jared was messing with the controls. Like I said earlier, to put a grown man in his place. I don't normally get to do that, so that was fun.
Yeah. But I just loved everything. It was really fun. That's one of my favorite memories ever. Is filming Supernatural. Anytime like someone asks me about that, I'm like, everyone was amazing. I think it's incredible, and keep supporting because there's such good people, such a good show. All of you guys are so amazing and have been lovely. Every time I've met a fan of Supernatural, it's just a really fun experience. So keep going off on irrelevant things, but hey.
Hi, ladies. My question is, and maybe you just answered it potentially, what has been, for each of you guys, your favorite character to play and why? Don't feel partial to Supernatural if there is another one you love.
I mean, I love Maeve. I thought she was so fun. She has this power that I wish that I had in real life. Like, I wish I didn't give a fuck the same way she does. Probably one of, and then I only had one line on Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, but also a character who my one line in that was, yeah, bitch. So I just like aspired, and then I think in Modern Family, I only had a couple lines, but I said, "You fools!" So I just like, I wish I could say more of those random things in real life, I guess.
No, Supernatural was really fun for comedic reasons, and I mean, I love every role that I play. Thankfully, I've gotten to play a variety of things. That's, you know, ultimately the career path that I want, and is to just get to try out all sorts of different walks of life, characters with different quirks and things like that. Annabelle was really fun. Annabelle Comes Home. It was the longest I've shot, and I got to be, you know, really sarcastic and witty, but also have a really emotionally demanding role where I'm like bawling for most of the film, terrified, and so you just got the whole spectrum of emotions, and that was a blast. So probably that. Yeah. Of course.
Any other strong opinions? Does anyone have a strong opinion out there?
Does anyone have a really strange one?
I'm like, now I want a soul search. Like that's.
I feel like I'm gonna come up with all of them the second we step off stage and be like, nah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this has been fun. This has been grand.
Oh, they're gonna play fan fiction.
Oh, yes.
At 8.
Yeah, they're gonna play the episode. So if you guys want to see it.
Oh, they're screening your episode tonight?
Yeah, they are.
Are you guys going to be in attendance for that?
Will we?
Or maybe emotionally in attendance?
Emotionally in attendance.
I mean,
It's such a great episode.
I haven't seen it since like in a long
I know,
time.
yeah, I'd love to see it again.
It truly is. Whenever I list my favorite episodes of the show, it's right up there with the best. It's such a unique episode. You guys are great in it. And Phil Segretia, who directed it, just knocked the leather off the ball. I mean, technically it's one of the most complex episodes the show ever tackled. The musical element of it, the playback of it all, and everything. It was a monster. Good pun, I guess, because it's Supernatural. It's a monster episode, but it really was. And I guess you guys had never done one before. You know, forget it. You guys are so late. It's like, I don't know. I know that you're killing off band members. Right now, I vote Stevens next. I'm just gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? If you're taking votes. No, it's a great episode. I'm so glad I'm so glad they're running it tonight. I'm glad you guys are here in support of it. And thank you for coming to the convention. Ladies and gentlemen, Katie and Joy! Just the two of them. Getting up on those stools. Just the two of them. Katie and Joy. Oh, there were two of them, I know. Because I went to school and I can count to two of them. Katie and Joy. Oh, there were two of them. I saw them sitting right there. I counted, there were two of them. Katie and Joy. I'm pretty sure that I counted them to two of them. Hanging out on the stage, and now they're gone, both of them. And it's just me. All right, you know what, everybody? It's time to move on to something mellow yet groovy. Do you remember? You got you're clapped in. It's time to play a game. A game of chance. A game where there's only two answers. It's yes. It's no. Let's do it. Here we go. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. It's the time killer. Really is Nate Phyllis Diller. The yes no game. And now the host yes no game. Jason Vance. Fresh from a delayed flight.
Yes, indeed. Straight from the airport.
Straight from the airport, man, you just like breeze in, roll her back, drop it, grab a mic, hit the stage.
I feel like Matt Cohen.
Yeah, I'm really rubbing my eyes doing a double take.
I feel like Matt Cohen's.
a couple of Matt Cohens.
A couple of Matt Cohens.
Yeah, Matt Cohen. May he rot in hell. The thing about Matt Cohen is, my favorite Matt Cohen story doesn't involve Matt Cohen. It involves when Matt Cohen joined the convention circuit. He's brand new, and I showed the machete, who's my bride. I'm like, hey, look at this new guy. Like, he's just like chiseled from stone, this kid. You know, he's a great looking kid. And my wife looked at a photo of him, she's like, yeah, not my type. I'm not into handsome guys.
What'd you say?
Good. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Vance.
Hi guys.